Hello, brothers, sisters, and friends. Today I'm going to talk to you about something that I kind of just discovered about myself. Kind of, but not really. Initially, I was offended because I was like, who said ugly? But now I've embraced it because it's a lifestyle. So I'm going to show you guys today my ugly shoe collection. Now, hear me out. The reason they're ugly is only because they're not cutesy. However, they feel really good on the feet, most of them, after you've broken them in, because and a lot of them are kind of like wide, but yes, these are barefoot shoes. Now they look rough, but baby, I wear my shoes because they cost me money. Now, I don't know if I put these on, you'll be able to see it, but I'm gonna put my foot right up on this thing so you can see at least one. Yeah, well, I have a skirt on. Maybe not the best choice, but baby, we'll manage. So I'm so much into strengthening my feet because I feel like that balances my body out, right? Problem with feet, problem with balance leads to problem with back, shoulders, everything. And I happen to have all those things, but I have feet that have gotten a lot stronger, which is super important because I also run a lot. So these are the Vivo Barefoot. I don't know if you can tell. Super cutesy, super fun. I love them. They kind of just look like I have a sock on when I'm walking in the streets, but I love them. My feet are not shaved, but that's my business, not yours. So I have these, and I have also another pair of barefoot shoes that I think it's a nice little transition to. And these are Xero sneakers. You might have seen these with a lot of like gym heads, gym bros that are like, I need to balance so when I lift. So I see these a lot in the gym. These are my regular sneakers because they get me going. You know, they still give me that strengthening, and they kind of have like the Adidas Samba feel look to it. You may not think so, but for my outfits, it does. And these are also super comfy. They're sneakers. I'm not gonna put them on. You don't need to see how they look, but they're just regular sneakers. They're super comfy. They are not narrow at the top, given that they're wide toe box and bare feet. And they're just super cute, everyday sneaker. I don't have currently a lot of sneakers in my rotation, but that's only because it's summertime and I like my toes to feel the air. And I work, so it's like sometimes I just need a classy look that's not heels, that's not whatever. And I don't really like flip-flops or sandals that much right now. So another barefoot shoes, you're like, dang girl, barefoot. Yes, girl, because the legs need to strengthen. Are these Shapen ones, and they're kind of leather, and they're also wide at the top. These are really fun. I have to be honest with you, they give a little clown. They do give a little clown. I'm not mad at them though, because they also give pretty comfy. Now, I don't usually wear these with skirts. I don't usually wear these in particular with skirts. They're really my wide pants kind of outfit, wide jeans outfit. This is what I usually wear with these. They're also barefoot, also super comfy, also get me going. I do have multiple loafers. That's probably my main shoe. It's probably the shoe outside of sneakers that I have the most of. And that is a good transition into my other loafers, which are like my work, meeting up with someone, want to seem fancy but not too fancy loafers. And these are my Loewe loafers. They are burgundy, if you can tell. If you can't tell, I apologize. But these are burgundy, not black. Let me see if turning on the light will help. Can you now tell that these are burgundy? Look with your special eyes. No. Anyway, these are also considered pretty ugly shoes. They're very wide at the top. My issue is that they're built very strong, right? So the top is very stiff. And so breaking that mold right here, baby, that made my feet hurt. I said, maybe this is not worth it. But the money had been paid. The shoes had been worn. But after you've done that, they're pretty wide at the top. It's just a space to move up and down. But we got that crack-a-lackin'. We got that moving. Another pair of really ugly shoes. More on the expensive end, but definitely a great going out shoe. And if you're a girl like me whose outfits include long skirts, loose pants, short dresses, crop tops, this kind of adds a little seriousness to your super fun, whimsical, I kind of dressed like a adult teenager situation. And then last but not least is a pretty famous shoe. These are just my shoes that I used to dilly-dally throughout the neighborhoods. These are, as everyone know, the Nike Air Swift. Super comfortable. They're also considered sneakers, and they are sneakers to me, but they kind of just add that little to your outfit. I would wear this with this outfit that I have on currently. I am looking for the black ones, but you resellers, hell is your domain. Let me tell you, because the way y'all raise those prices, who's paying $300, $400? Not me. So I couldn't finish my ugly shoe exhibition without showcasing two of my favorite shoes. One is a work shoe. These are the Margiela's MM6 anatomical ballet heels. These are a work shoe. They are worn, they are cutesy. They took a minute to break in, but now that they're broken in, they are comfy. They're good on the toes as well. You just got to give them a little size bigger. At least for me, that's what worked. And they're like a flat with just a little bit extra oomph. You know what I mean? And so these are one of my faves, kind of like a great, let me run into the office to stay for that hour so that I show face. Last but not least, my ugliest of shoes, but the best shoes that I own. Let me tell you something. You know how people were walking around? Sorry, my outside was being rude. Do you know how people were walking around with the Ye shoes, with the Yeezy shoes that are really big, chunky? It's almost like the Balenciaga situation. That's this for me. These are my Brooks Adrenaline. Let me tell you, the most comfortable shoe around. Let me put it to the side against the white. I know you guys probably can't see, it's kind of dark, but are we being serious? Are we being okay? The most comfortable shoe around. I also have these in extra wide because your feet swell. And when my feet swell, it hurts. So they're extra wide, they're a size up, half a size up. So when you walk and your feet swell, you still have the comfort of space in your shoe. And that is really my whole ugly shoe collection. I hope you guys enjoyed it.